Hello and what is up everyone, it is Hachi from the Art of Dota, and in this video I'm going to be doing a full review and rundown of the new Dota Plus that was just released a couple days ago. It is a new subscription service for Dota 2 that is apparently going to enhance your daily Dota experience. As Valve says, it's an evolution of the Majors Battle Pass, because now with the Dota Pro circuit and like the crazy amount of majors and minors, they can't really afford to or they can, but it's just way too much work. It gets messy, and they don't want to release a Battle Pass for every major, right? There's literally one like every other week. It's just not something that's viable, you know, with like all the cosmetics that they gotta get made and stuff like that. It's just way too much work, and they're gonna move it over to this. So now, instead of the Battle Pass, a lot of the features from the old Battle Pass that people missed, like Battle Cup, like the challenges and things like that, are going to be moved over to Dota Plus. Now, is it worth your money? And I'll tell you throughout this whole video. In my opinion, just from the start, I'd say it's worth it if you play a lot of Dota, right? It's not that cheap. It's actually, let me scroll down here, $3.99 a month, or about $4. So I mean that's not too much. You literally can probably get that like from like finding change under your couch or something like that. But it's still, it adds up, right? That's $4 per month that you could spend on something. I don't know what do you want to buy, but like for me, I got 6 months, which was still like $20-something because of the 6% discount. But again, you're not gonna get that much out of Dota Plus unless you play a lot of Dota. Like, if not every day, if you do play, like, you're like, I'm talking about like long sessions and a decent amount, like you're putting in the hours every week, right? So what you exactly get with Dota Plus is you now get hero progression, a plus assistant, and free weekly battle cup. That's the three main points that they're going to highlight in the splash page. So hero progression is a thing that other games offer for free. For example, Heroes of the Storm, you get hero progression for free. You're able to level up your hero, and you know, there is a max level, and we have a max level in Dota as well. But for Heroes of the Storm, the heroes aren't free. So that's kind of the trade-off there, right? Because many people are like, why is hero progression behind a paywall? Well, in Dota, we get all our heroes for free, so isn't it fair that our hero progression is going to be behind a paywall and then we get all the heroes? Or would you rather buy Kunkka and get hero progression for him for free? Now, personally, I'd rather have all the heroes and then be able to buy hero progression if it's something I was really interested in, rather than having to buy every hero I want to play with in-game currency or real money. Now, Plus Assistant is also something that you can get for free, but just outside of Dota. You know, you can go on third-party websites, third-party programs, and you can pretty much get the same thing as Plus Assistant. You know, whether it's like through Dota Buff or Pugna's Oracle, that's free, and it almost provides, if not more, than, you know, the stats that you get from Plus Assistant. But Plus Assistant, the upside to that is it's literally in Dota, and it tells you in the game as you're playing, like in your queue and things like that. So two things that, you know, you can kind of already get for free. Well, not hero progression, but, you know, if you're really into that, you can play another game, another free game, and get hero progression there for free. But of course, that's not Dota. You know, you want hero progression in Dota, you're a Dota player. That's why you're paying for Dota Plus. And the free weekly Battle Cup. Now, Battle Cup is back for good, right? And it's every week. You don't have to wait till the Battle Pass. It's every week. There's a Battle Cup, and if you're a Dota Plus subscriber, you get to play it for free. Now, if you're not a Dota Plus subscriber, you could also play. It's still going to cost you a ticket, $1 for that. But if you're a subscriber, you're going to be able to play all of those Battle Cups for free. So if you're a heavy Battle Cup user or player, Battle Cup user, if you really like to play Battle Cup with your friends every week, Dota Plus, 100% worth it, because it's $4. There's 4 Battle Cups, because there's 4 weeks in a month. So you're pretty much getting your money's worth there. So if you're interested in Battle Cup at all, Dota Plus, worth it for you. You're able to play Battle Cup every week with your friends, and you can also win cool things, item sets or whatever, when you win the Battle Cup. I don't know exactly what the rewards for the Battle Cup is yet, because one hasn't happened yet this week. What is this? Cancel subscription? Well, it's a subscription service. I gotta cancel or whatever. I don't care. Plus is also available for purchase and non-renewing time. Okay, that's it. So it's available for $4. 6 months, you get a 6% discount. 12 months, you get a 12% discount. It's not that much. So it's like about $20 something for 6 months, $40 for 12 months. That's about it. Now, going through things real quick, I'll show you it in game as well, but I'm just going to scroll down the splash page, to just review everything. So the hero progression, we already talked about that. It pretty much just allows you to level up your hero, from level 1 to 25. You get a different badge that shows up at the start of the game, as it shows right here, for every milestone. So I'm not sure what the level milestones are, but this is bronze, silver, gold, platinum, I guess, and then master. Now that's purely based on how much you play the hero, pretty much, and I'll go over that later. I'll just try to get through this quickly. So basically the way you level up is you just play a lot of games, and you also get these challenges. These challenges will be given to you every 2 weeks, so you only get 3 challenges every 2 weeks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You complete the challenges, you get levels for your hero, and when you level up your heroes, you also get shards, and I'll talk more about that as well. So what you're going to be able to spend your shards on is you can buy hero relics. Now, if you're familiar with like strange weapons in TF2 or maybe even CSGO, they have like the weapon counter, the stat tracks. This is pretty much what we have here. The relics pretty much will just stack or count certain stats, and then you can get multiple relics. There's like rare relics and common relics, and the rare relics will like be more common stats, whereas the common relics are going to be something like weird, like earn charges used or something like that. And so for a certain hero, before there's also already stat tracking in Dota. It's just tied to cosmetics. Like for example, I have like Tidehunter cosmetics that track my kills, but now it's just going to be tied to the hero. So it doesn't matter what cosmetics you wear, as long as you're playing the hero, it's going to track your stats. And I mean, that's cool and all, but really doesn't mean much, right? I feel like they could have made this more meaningful, because like the amount of damage you've done while tethered, for example, because I've been playing a bit of IO, doesn't really mean anything. I think like the one thing that was missing here is that there's no way to like track wins or like bet your shards, because I felt like that was the cool thing of the battle pass, right? Because you can bet and track your win streak and things like that, and this is nowhere in Dota Plus. I don't know why. They might add it somewhere later on, because again, I mean, it's Valve. They can add more features to their service if they want, but now I feel like Dota Plus is feeling a little bit like Dota Lite, because you don't actually get that much, and that's why I say it might not be worth it for a lot of you. And I'll tell you exactly. I already kind of told you, right? If you're playing Battle Pass, it's definitely worth it, or Battle Cup, I mean, it's worth it. But I'll go over more so towards the end of the video exactly like what type of player that is going to benefit the most from Dota Plus. So going onward, so these achievements will actually show up in game, or these stats will show up in game. So once you reach a new milestone, it actually is going to show over your head, and then also show in the right sidebar where the items purchased also show up. Now another thing you can get for your hero from leveling them up is hero voice lines. Now there's a whole new chat wheel called the hero chat wheel, and once you level up your hero more, you unlock voice lines for them, and even all chat voice lines. And I think this is probably the best thing of the new Dota Plus, because this is what a lot of people miss from the battle pass, is these voice lines, and now they're hero specific, and they're not that spammable because you actually have to play hero a lot to get like the all chat ones, a lot, and I mean like a lot, like probably like 20 to 50 games to get some of the all chat ones. But I just watched Monkeys Forever stream, and Zaya was playing Tusk, and Tusk has like a fist bump voice line, only for allies though, but I feel like that's really funny. And there's probably a bunch of other cool ones out there as well. I mean, I really like the ones for IO where you have just thankful beeps, bloop bleep, and I forgot the other one. I think it's like the laughing beeps or something like that. But yeah, Phoenix has like squawks as well. Anyway, yeah, this is the real nice part of it. I mean, is it worth $4 a month? It's cool, I gotta say. Now, one thing I want to know is, do you keep your voice lines that you've unlocked even if you don't have Dota Plus anymore? I actually don't know that. If everyone knows, leave that down in the comments, because I don't see it say that anywhere, but I'm pretty sure you don't. So you also get weekly rewards. So remember, like the battle pass, you had like some type of currency, you know, the tokens and things like that. Now you have things called shards, and it pretty much acts as the same thing. So you can use the shards to buy Dota Plus exclusive sets, and all the sets right now are pretty cool. I'll go over them later on, because I'll try to be in-depth as possible here in my review. And this is the Plus Assistant that I talked about before. Again, it's just going to give you some extra stats that people on Reddit say, oh, that's pay to win, but in all honesty, you're not really gonna get much out of the Plus Assistant unless you're literally 1k or 1k to 2k, I guess. But I think if you're anywhere like around the 3k 4k range, especially if you're 5k, this is gonna be meaningless to you. So if you play a lot of Dota and you're still like, you know, learning the game, but you play a lot, I'd say Dota Plus something in my throat, excuse me. Dota Plus would be quite worth it for you because you actually benefit from this. You can see like the popular item builds with their percentage and stuff like that, like how often they're purchased and things like that. You know, even with the skills, and it will suggest you heroes and stuff like that at the start of the game while you're picking. Now, I've noticed a lot of suggestions to be nonsense, but sometimes they're on point. Especially if already like you know, some heroes are picked already. It does have some pretty legitimate suggestions. There's also a new death summary that goes over exactly how you died with every single disable that was used on you, including the full damage breakdown. Now, there's a bit of a bug with this right now where you like ping this damage and actually it will show it in all chat. So if you like get like one shot by like PA crit or something like that, you can just like ping like I took 1,000 damage from PA, and it just shows it in all chat. And there's actually no cooldown for it. You can just spam ping it and it just fills up the screen. That's probably gonna get fixed. I'll also show you the lane strategy, and this is helpful, I guess, but again, it's more so geared towards like newer players or players that are still trying to learn. For the most part, if you know, again, you're 4k or 5k, or I guess ancient or divine, this is not really gonna help you out too much. Now, at the game, it also will show you some analytics, and for the most part, this is pretty meaningless. I'll roughly show you how well you're doing compared to the rest of your MMR. Like, the only thing I've gotten from this so far is as a support player, I have a lot lower CS than the average, but overall I've noticed my net worth is higher. So maybe other supports in my bracket are just last hitting too much, I don't know, or I'm not last hitting enough, or the sports I specifically play don't last. Oh no, this is per hero basis. So yeah, that's all I got about these post-game analytics. But I mean, as a carry player, this would probably be more useful because you can see like your farm compared to other players in your bracket. And again, for like the lower skill brackets, this actually is really good gauge to see like how much you're improving. So again, these are really nice as if you're a player that's still trying to improve, especially at the lower MMRs, and you don't know exactly where to improve. Because again, I've only had this for a couple of days, and I already noticed like that one thing, and that is a big thing. And I'm gonna look into that and look for like opportunities to CS and things like that as a support, because I know like other supports are getting more CS than me, and I maybe am not, seeing those opportunities to be able to farm. So I'd say like this again, it doesn't look that useful, but if you use it properly, it can also help you improve. Not quickly, but like it'll see like what parts of your game you're missing and things like that. And I'll show you an example of that later on as well. It'll also show you global trends. So this is going to be like hero win rates and things like that, and GPM, stuff like that. I'll show you all of that in detail when I actually go through like the actual menu, and you can see it firsthand. Oh, and also when you play the game, you're going to be able to see your analytics real time. So in game, you're going to be able to see your net worth, and you can compare that to the average net worth at your skill bracket. Your kills, your deaths, and your assists to the average kills, deaths, and assists, as well as your last hits and your denies. And it shows you all of that live, so you can see like how well you're doing while you're playing the game, which is pretty cool as well. And then there's also win percentage for spectating, which I don't know what that is, and also Battle Cup. And one additional perk is that you're going to be able to get the seasonal terrain. So we'll have winter, fall, summer, and spring. Right now it is spring, so you'll just have it free active for every season. The spring terrain looks pretty nice, and I gotta say, I like it. So far, so good with this. I really like a change of terrain. Because when we're playing this game for like thousands of hours, it's always nice to have a little bit of a change of scenery. And that is everything you get for Dota Plus. Subscribe now for $4. So let's go over the features itself. So this is what Dota Plus will look like once you have it. You have these welcome quests. I haven't completed them all yet, but it's basically just going over like every single feature, right? So it shows you that you have the seasonal terrain, you have hero specific global rank trends. So might as well just start with that. Let's just go through it, how the quest wants you to go through them. So the hero specific global rank trends. So for example, we just go to Abaddon and get challenges. So these are the challenges. They refresh every 2 weeks, 14 days, only once you activated it though. So it's not like it's 2 weeks for every hero, it's only 2 weeks once you activate it or once you get the challenges. And these are the relics as well that I talked about, and these just track certain stats like blade mail damage, radiance damage, and again these bottom ones are the common ones, so they're going to track like more obscure stats, like wards placed for support Abaddon, radiance for like core Abaddon. And the rare ones are the more, the common ones, which doesn't really make sense, but yeah, the more common stats. So healed with miscoil kills, apodic shield kills, and borrowed time healing. So you see that, and this is what your new hero page looks like if you have Dota Plus, and these are the trends. So you can see the win rate of the hero in your bracket, and you can go through every bracket, which is really nice. Now Dota Buff already provides this, but again, the good thing about this is it's in Dota. It also shows all of the averages, GPM, XPM, things like that, compared to your averages, and it also shows you the pick rate of certain talents here, which is really nice. And again, you can get all this from Dota Buff, but the perk of this is it's literally in Dota. You don't gotta go anywhere. You're gonna tab out. You can see all of this in Dota itself, which is cool, but you'll have to pay for it. So let's move onward. You can pick a suggested hero. Okay, that we already talked about that. So when you actually start a game, it's gonna suggest you a hero, and if you pick that, you'll get some shards for that. The Plus Assistant Guide, I'll go in game and show you all of that as well near the end of this, but I just want to show you the stuff I can show you in the menus right now. Post-game analytics, I can't show that. Just go to my recent game, and you can see the damage done. This is new Dota Plus feature. You can see your damage done to each hero. You can see your performance. This is the post-game analytic. And you can go to every skill bracket here. You can see the net worth trend. Now in this game, my net worth was pretty low because I was playing 5 position. You can see last hits, denies, deaths, assists, and all of that. And again, this could be useful if you use it properly, but for the most part, you know, it's from a game-by-game basis. You know, over a lot of games, you're going to be able to notice certain trends. Now, let's go to the relic shop. So let's go to the store, and now there's plus rewards. So these are the new exclusive Dota Plus exclusive sets that you can get. So let's just start with Earthshaker. Like, all of them are really cool, and they have, like, you know, custom effects to them as well. Now these cost 75,000 shards, which is a lot of shards, but you actually get shards quite quickly. I already have 14,000, and I've also spent a whole bunch of shards to buy some IO relics. So you can get this in like maybe a month, right? You can buy a set, depending. Maybe if you win a battle cup, it gives you a bunch of shards, so then you can work towards one of these sets. But yeah, these sets are really cool. I feel like the cost is fair, like for how cool they are, and they're exclusive, and they're always going to be here. Like, I'm assuming they're not going to ever rotate out. They'll probably add more. But here's Anti-Mage, pretty nice set for him. Like, this is a really unique set for Timber. Some cool effects. I really like the Tusk set. This is probably the one I'm going to buy. This is probably one of the best Tusk sets ever. And there's also a Magnus set. Makes him look like an elephant. Well, he's already kind of an elephant thingy, but makes him more of an elephant. Does he always have a trunk? Did I not notice that? No, he has a horn. He's a rhino. Okay, they made him from a rhino to an elephant. And there's also a sniper one. It's pretty cool. It's probably the best carry one, right? I think I prefer the sniper one. No, actually, they're both pretty nice. Alright. Now you could also buy some like common sets that already exist in the game. And they'll probably rotate these in and out as well. Or maybe just in. I don't know if they'll rotate some out. Now I can see some of these sets rotating out, but I think they might rotate these out as well, but we'll have to see, right? Because we don't really know. Like, Valve can just add any new features to Dota Plus that they want anytime, which might be more of incentive to actually, you know, pay for the subscription service. Now, there's also hero relics. As you see, I already purchased a bunch of IO ones. And again, all these do is it's going to track certain stats. That's pretty much it. Again, some are kind of irrelevant. I really want this total healing one, and I still don't have it. But yeah, for example, like dust leading to kills, you're not going to get that every game. But like damage during tether, you will. And earn charges, that's core on IO, so you will get that as well. And is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the reward shop. So this is all like the actual, this is like what you're actually going to get from Dota Plus. That is like worth something, right? That you're gonna be able to keep even after you, you know, cancel your subscription or whatever. You'll be able to keep these sets. I don't know if you're gonna be able to keep the relics. I'm assuming you will. So you're able to keep the sets. You're able to keep the relics, but you know, no more Dota Plus. You can't gain more shards. You're not gonna be able to, you know, continue to buy them, and you'll lose also like all of the, you know, assistant and stuff like that. And yeah. Moving onward, that's pretty much it. So, okay, that's pretty much it for what you get in the menus themselves. But I'll show you, I'll create a lobby real quick. Create a lobby. And I'll show you what you actually get in game. So here you can see the assistant suggestions. I'm kind of move over that quickly, but that's just going to suggest you some heroes. It's going to be pretty meaningless right now because this is just a lobby with only me in it. And also it's going to suggest you what lane you go to. And again, that's only more so useful if you're like new to the game, if you know what you're doing. Now you see there, that's because I leveled up my hero to bronze, so it's going to show that to start every game. Oh, one thing I wanted to note is the hero leveling itself. So we'll go back to that real quick. So notice the hero leveling here. 50 experience to get to level 1. So that only requires you to play one game. However, if you look at IO, it significantly increases. This is only from level 2 to level 3, and it's 900 experience, and it goes up by 100 every level. So the thing is, you only get 50 experience for playing a game with the hero, and then another 50 if you actually win. So you get 100 total for a win, 50 if you just play the hero and lose, and then you also get some additional experience from completing these challenges. Now you only get 3 challenges every 14 days. So it's actually going to take you quite a while before you can level up your hero, and leveling up heroes is the only way you can gain shards other than doing these quests, or I'm assuming win the battle cup or playing the battle cup. Now looking in game, notice over here this is going to show you real time your current stats compared to the global stats, the average. And let me just die real quick. I'm gonna do that. Best way to buy a bloodstone. Okay. Oh, that was too fast. GG.
Good luck out there.
There you go. So, oh, I don't get actually see the death summary because oh no, there it is. So, death summary here, this is all it is. I mean, of course, it's gonna show you different stuff if you actually just didn't kill yourself with a bloodstone. But yeah, I'll break down everything. That's pretty much everything that you're gonna actually get in game. I'll show you the hero chat wheel. So notice all of these are locked until I reach silver, gold, platinum, and then master. Now master requires level 25 hero, which is a lot. I'm assuming you have to play like up to, well, I don't even know, I think someone did the math on Reddit, but yeah, you can kind of figure it out. Like it takes like thousands of experience to level up at some point, and you only get 50 if you play the hero and lose, or 100 if you play the hero and win. Now of course you can get some quests, but that's only going to happen once every 2 weeks, and that's, you know, few and far between. So yeah, leveling up the hero to this will be pretty difficult. Well, not difficult, but it's going to take a lot of time. You can see it actually has the IO in the middle here compared to the regular chat wheel. I really like that. And you can hear the beeps. There you go. Now a lot of heroes have pretty cool ones. Now the bronze ones are only for your allies. You can see these say all chat. So the ones that you get for bronze are only for allies, and of course there's a cooldown on it as well. And the rest are all chat. Now for silver, you'll actually need to, you can see it here. Oh, this is one thing I didn't show. So for silver, you'll need level 6. And then you can get the all chat ones, and that, again, that's even going to take you a while. Like no one has gone level 6 yet, I've seen. And to get gold, that's probably going to take even more time. And master all the way to level 25. You can see these are just the rewards that you get, and you don't get anything right now, but I see in the future they might add stuff. Like maybe at certain rewards you may get something else, maybe something else other than just shards. Like I feel like with the Dota Plus right now, they're gonna add stuff to it in the future for sure. And we pretty much went over everything that we could, so let's just try to conclude, is it going to be worth your money or not? Now in my opinion, right now it's probably not really that worth it unless you're really planning on playing Battle Cup every week. I would say if you're playing Battle Cup every week, it is 100% worth it. Now, if you're not playing Battle Cup every week and you don't play that much Dota, I'd say Dota Plus is not for you. You don't really get that much out of it, right? Because unless you're actually actively playing the game, leveling up heroes, getting shards so you can get sets, or you can get the relics, or, you know, just leveling up heroes for the cool chat wheel things, you're actually getting nothing. Like, I guess you're getting the plus assistant, but if you're that into like improving anyway, you can use Pugna Oracle, or you can use Dota Buff, and you get the same thing. You don't have to spend the $4 just so that you can have a little bit of better experience in your game, right? You can do that anyway. Of course, it's going to be easier, and if you have the expendable income, sure, go for it. Let's say even if you play only like 1 or 2 games a day, I would say it's still worth it as long as you want, again, enhanced experience. But if you're not playing that much, maybe like once every other day or less than that, definitely not for you. You don't really get that much out of it, because if you're not playing a lot, you're actually not getting any rewards. If you're not playing the Battle Cup, it's not, that's money wasted there. So let's say for Dota Plus right now, it's not really comparable to the Battle Pass, because you can still get things out of the Battle Pass without actually having to play the game, right? You can just pump money into the Battle Pass and you just get cool things like, new sets, emotes, or whatever. But for Dota Plus, it's not like that at all. You don't pump money into it to get cooler stuff. You literally have to pay for it and then you play the game. So unless you're playing a lot of Dota, I would say Dota Plus is not worth it right now. Now, maybe in the future, you can add something else, or maybe you can pay more, you can buy shards. I don't know what they're going to add, but the state that Dota Plus is at right now, it's really only for the dedicated players that play a lot, and you just want, some extra cool features for $4 a month. Now, all of the assistant stuff like that, that's not going to be really geared towards higher skilled players, like for people in my bracket and things like that. Like, they probably get nothing out of the Dota Plus assistant. But as for the hero leveling, the cool chat wheel, and stuff like that, they're gonna get some value there. And in addition, the Battle Cup. And now the Battle Cup hasn't taken place yet, but I think the main reason why like higher tier players are going to pay for Dota Plus just so they can play Battle Cup every week for free. Like, if they're going to play anyway, it costs you $1, so Dota Plus, the subscription pretty much covers that, and why not pay for Dota Plus and get some extras as well. So that's going to be pretty much it for the video. And again, to just recap, buy Dota Plus if you play a lot of Dota and you have the money. It's actually pretty nice, and they're guaranteed going to add some more features. So maybe if you want to wait, for like the next patch or whatever, they're going to add some new Dota Plus features. You're going to get more out of it. Just wait. If you just want to get into it right now, you start want to level up your hero, you have a favorite hero that you just want to pimp out, I would say Dota Plus is for you as well. So see you all in the next video. Make sure you subscribe down below. So I'm trying to make content again. I know I've been away for a little bit, but I'm going to get back into it. Trust me, guys. And leave a like down the video as well if this helped you figure out whether or not you wanted to spend your money on Dota Plus. I tried to be in depth as possible, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everyone. It is Hachi signing out.